And we do this little thing called a test.
Testing.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
The Lunsby Show with
T-Bone.
And chick brew.
God bless. All these years, just get it right one time.
What do you want from me?
40 years they've been trying. You couldn't fire somebody if they were horrible, doing a terrible job for the veterans. And now you can say you're fired.
Okay. No one listens to radio.
And now for a quick disclaimer. The
Lunsby Show with
T-Bone
And chick brew.
is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors.
The show is still rated G.
For Gloria.
Hi, my friend. How are you?
I made a mistake yesterday, but I'm good.
Okay, well, let's start this off by telling people what's going on, then let's find out what mistake you made. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone. That's my friend Chick Brew. She lives in southern Spain. I live in central Pennsylvania. We get together once a week and we talk about things. We guarantee one laugh an hour. If you don't get that laugh, sorry, blackjack, no trade back. And if you get more than one laugh, we don't ask for more money. And as a matter of fact, we don't ask for any money. It's the Lunsby Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. So you say you made a mistake. Tell me, what mistake did you make?
Just overly enthusiastic with some of my decisions. So I went out to help with the car wash.
Okay.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good sunburn acquired.
It's funny. I was just
good.
listening to a previous episode about you having sunburn.
Yeah, I get sunburned pretty dang easily, considering my complexion. It shouldn't be that easy, but I'm sure you could see a little.
A little bit. Again, like the
bit.
last sunburn, it doesn't really look like a sunburn. It just looks like a slight discoloration.
So unfortunate. And I used all of all the upper body strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the bugs, because it's that time of year. And then immediately after that, I went to sparring. And normally it's like 2 people, pretty small group on Saturdays. There was 8 people there.
And you had to fight them all to the death.
And I fought all of them.
Nice.
And I'm not a good fighter. I'm not a good fighter. I love boxing. It's so fun. But after 42 years of being told no hitting, and then also they were all grown men.
Do you think they
whose arms are just like 4 inches longer than mine. So no matter how hard I swing out and how fast I move back, I'm still in the boop zone.
So how many times do you get booped before you say, that's good, I'm good?
I'm too stupid to stop. So my nose hurts real bad today.
Yeah, getting punched in the face will do that to you.
Yeah, and right here, I even wore my headgear. Like, I'm not a complete dummy. I put on all the protection that one can acquire for boxing. But, oh, man, right where all the places that protrude... Might have to put some ice on it later. It's sore. And then I came home and I immediately was like, oh, we got to do Rupert's physical therapy in the pool.
Right.
And after that, I was like, what would be really nice and probably pretty decompressing is just a little water aerobics. We'll just do some like crunches, some side
small
crunches.
Circles, some high knee lifts.
We'll do some calf raises, just a few squats and some like shoulders and back and chest. We'll just do like a little bit of everything, just a little bit. 45 minutes later. So my whole body from head to toe is just enraged.
In fact, no one talks.
There is a creature out there in the world that is
I hate to say
AI.
this.
Shush, stop talking. I was trying to send it to you while you were telling your tale. I was going to share this image with you. It's coming to you now. 100%. Nope, that's Harriet Quimby. That's not right at all. I can't do it because the sound will come over, and there was enough bleed over in last week's episode to last us a couple years. And James,
question.
I'm getting ready to explain. James hit me up on the supplement. I was like, you still didn't tell us what all the beeps were about. Here's what, and I have made sure that any beeps that come in this time, I guess I didn't because you shouldn't have been able to hear that. Anyway, if the beeps have calmed down, so that shouldn't be as much of a problem. Here's what happened. Somebody made a post that I either agreed with or disagreed with, whatever it was. My post in response to their post was really benign. I wasn't trying to troll anybody. I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to do anything other than say like, oh, here's an interesting thing in my area that is relevant to your story. That's all it was. I don't know if the post was AI or it just triggered. I have never, well, I have, but I try not to. Like almost 1,000 laugh emojis are attached to my comment. And again, what I was saying wasn't funny. It was just a thing. It's like, my local news did this, is all I said. And 100% of them were laugh emojis. There was no thumbs up. There was no angry faces. There was no sad, no caring, no hearts. They were 100% laugh emojis, and it didn't make sense. And with almost...
What's your favorite emoji?
And with almost every emoji came a comment where I was tagged in it. So, I'm getting... I don't know if you listen to the episode, but it's really annoying, and I apologize to the listeners for that, but I had to keep that screen open so I could do the responses for the question of the week, and I just couldn't figure out a way to mute it, and every couple of seconds, dung, dung, and every one of them, and it gets to a point, and I don't know if you've ever had this happen where something is going viral or quasi-viral. It gets to a point where you no longer care what strangers have to say. You can go in and go crazy reading all of the comments and responding to all the comments, or you can just say la vie the internet. You can just, it is what it is. These people don't mean anything to me. They don't matter to me. And whatever their comment or opinion is, I don't. And some of them, or before it got out of control, I was reading comments. And they are both ends of the spectrum. Again, what I said was not political. It was not meant to be funny. It was not meant to be irritating in any way. It was just a statement. And I got people calling me a Trump tard and calling me a snowflake. I mean, both sides of the spectrum were screaming at me, and it made no sense whatsoever. So that's when I finally tapped out, and I stopped reading the comments, and then we needed to tape a show, and it just ding, ding. And even when I was editing it, I was trying to find a way to remove the dings. But, one of us would be talking when they happened. And it was just a total muck show, as the British would say.
But you know what? We do pretty good on not having those things happen. So
when people ask me what the show's about, they're like, "Do you talk politics?" Like, no, we avoid the politics. You talk religion? We absolutely don't talk religion. We avoid controversial subjects. I say things that could be considered controversial. I say things that may trigger somebody, but I don't. We avoid the overall topics that we know are the most triggering. And
because it just isolates, it just it takes away from, it doesn't isolate people, but what is the word? Oh my God.
Separates?
No, it
denigrates? Something that ends in rates?
It's a word. If there's a word, it's a good word. I don't know it. It'll come to me probably at about 10:30 tonight when I'm this close to being asleep. I'm like, oh.
Michael Jordan said it best, even Republicans buy sneakers. So the reason we don't choose one side or the other is we're not trying to turn anybody off. And our new listeners, Geof and Shawn, by the way, I learned how to spell Shawn the female way. It's exactly like you would expect, with a W in it.
With the right way.
Yeah, and no dollar signs. And no dollar signs.
Because of course women would spell it the way that makes sense, and a man would overcomplicate it. Scene.
I would like to outlaw all ambiguous names. I don't like them. I recently had to deal with a young woman whose first name was Ewing. Now, when you're dealing in the work environment, all you have is their name. You don't know if it's male or female, and I always try to be respectful in my responses with a Mr. or a Miss. I found a shortcut to that. Without further investigating, I can just put M. period last name. And then they can put in an S or an R or an SSR or whatever they want. They can put it in. I parked next to a car today that had all the prides. It was all of the prides all over the car. You couldn't miss the fact that this was a very prideful person with all the prides. And a big sticker on the front fender that was a transformer. It was a big circle, had a picture of a transformer on it. Over the top, it had written in curve transformer, and at the bottom, Decepticon. I was like, oh, I don't even need to see you, and I know what you look like.
Do you?
I think I do. They look like a transformer or a Decepticon. No? Okay.
That's a funny sticker.
I thought so. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yes, but Geof and Shawn, they are our newest listeners. Thanks for listening. They enjoyed what they've heard so far, and we would like to keep them around. James brought up the dings. I've mentioned James, and I've explained the dings away. The next thing I'm going to talk about are these little things. These. You see these right here? They're gift cards. They're gift cards.
Who even gift cards anymore?
I don't like gift cards. I'm not a fan of gift cards because I got one from T-Mobile. You switch over to T-Mobile. By the way, T-Mobile, if you want to sponsor us, I'm a big fan. I switched 2 phones over from Verizon back to T-Mobile where we once were and we were once happy. And we get our Netflix for free again. That's nice because that saved us a ton of money. But when you switch back to T-Mobile, they give you $200 on a prepaid credit card. Oh, cool. That's great. Now I don't have any idea what the balance is or how I use the remaining portion of the balance. I got $200. She got $200. If we switch our internet back over, I think there's another $200. That's $600 for switching back to T-Mobile, which I do like T-Mobile, and their benefits are really, really good. And Verizon started getting wonky with me, and I don't like it when a company I pay money to starts getting wonky, so I switch. But today I went to BJ's. You know why?
You do love it there.
Because I love BJ's. I went to BJ's because I have these gift cards that I've had for like a year. And I've been trying to give them away as a gift, as a comp. If you come out to the Harrisburg Hilarious competition, not only will I pay your entrance fee, I'll give you a $10 gift card. Nobody would take me up on it. No one takes me up on it. And okay, fine. I'm not doing it anymore. We had a packed house last night. I'll talk about that in a little bit later. It was so fun. But today, I got these 2 gift cards in my pocket. I can't give them away. I might as well use them.
Yeah.
So I give them to the lady, and she rings them up, and I see the total go down $10, and then she scans the other one, and the total dropped again, but it wasn't at $10. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I get back to the house. I unload all the groceries. I look down at the receipt, and I only got $5 per gift card. And this is one of the reasons why I hate gift cards, because if you do not use them immediately when you get them, there's a trigger mechanism in place that'll start reducing the value of the gift card. So 2 $10 gift cards came out to 2 $5 gift cards, and that makes me angry. I don't like it.
Right, because it's not doing anything. It's just you've already spent the money's already been paid.
Right, but because it's still on their books, they've got some sleazy way of accounting that means if you don't use it within a year, and I definitely had these for over a year. If you don't use it within a year, it starts reducing in price, and I mean, I don't like gift cards. I don't know how I can better explain that. The Harrisburg Hilarious competition, we just completed the opening rounds. There were 4 sessions in the opening rounds. We went from 64 comics down to 20. And last night being the final night was the most entertaining. Really good comics bringing their best entertainment value. It was so close in the voting, and I can't disagree with the way the audience voted. The top 5 people that are moving forward from last night were definitely deserving. There were other people that were deserving. They just didn't. The numbers just didn't work out for them. Everybody was funny on the 4th. On the 3rd, not everybody was funny. On the 2nd, we had a real good crew, but we had people drop out, 2 people drop out. And on the 1st, we had 2 people drop out. So it's a real good time. I wish you were here for it. I wish you could see it. Next weekend, we do the semifinals on Friday and Saturday. We're doing 10 people each night, and they're doing 7 minutes apiece, I believe. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
You know what has been hilarious for me this weekend?
Tell me.
It is the Summer Latin Music Festival in Puerto.
Yeah, I've seen some of these complaints on the Roto Q&As.
It's so funny. I could walk there. It's right there. Actually, you know what? They've done a really nice job of trying to keep people from getting hit by cars. They've really stepped it up. They've got lots of fencing. They've blocked off the street. It's great. The city of Puerto they're really trying to make the most with their tourism market. Mm-hmm. Great job. Huge stage this year. I thought last year was a big stage. This thing was a massive. Droves of people wandering the streets. They've all had a little bit of the tinto and the cervezas and all of the things. I can't hear any of it in my house. It
is so funny. First of all, the houses in Spain are built different. That's just a fact. I mean, I remember going into the hospital, the doctor's office in Madrid, and the building's clearly 400 years old. And I don't know what kind of giants roamed the earth 400 years ago, but all of the doors are like 16 feet tall. Like to go from the foyer into the living room, there's a set of doors there that are 2 stories tall. Why are the doors so tall? Apparently giants roamed the earth. But they're built out of concrete and construction, and the windows, especially of the newer, more modern homes, are really well sealed. And I lived within shouting distance of the Feria grounds in Rhoda.
Yeah.
And if the wind was right, I could hear the noise. But I'd go inside, shut my door, shut my windows, no noise comes in. But it all depended on the ambiance, the wind direction, the deflection, all of the acoustic science words that you could use on how sound travels. And some of these people apparently live in the wrong direction. They live in the direction of the speakers and the wind, and they are regularly complaining about the loud music. Well, I mean, it's summertime in Spain. Enjoy it.
The best part is, so I drove, it's really close to where I go to sparring. I have to drive past it, both directions, to coming and going. And the direction that the stage faces the highway that goes out towards like Chipiona and Sanlúcar. So what I'm imagining is all that sound is cutting across straight into housing. Because it's not coming here, but I imagine the trajectory of that, because then you hit the open fields in the farmland.
And that sound just travels.
Yeah. Oh, so there has been drama also, again, in the Puerto tourism industry.
Ooh, tell us more about drama in the Puerto tourism industry.
I know. I don't know if you remember, but there was a few beach bars in Puerto Sherry that had opened up. And everyone from all over Spain was hitting these bars, and they were super popular.
Until
the owner did not pay his licensee.
Uh-oh.
So the city said, we're shutting him down. And everyone said, nah, it'll never happen. And Puerto said, oh, my tinto, my friend. And they shut them all down.
Nice.
And then, while he was arguing about that, they found out that he allegedly, ongoing case, laundering money. Not a surprise.
Not a surprise at all. First of all, Puerto Sherry, Marabella, and other places where you see Ferraris parked in the parking lot, generally an indicator that something is amiss. Because most Spaniards aren't driving Ferraris.
You know, they have 5 bars, 1 owner.
Yeah, also suspicious.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting. And I mean, and it could just be, again, because the internet, it does internet things. But I feel like the number of, and maybe, again, it could just be that the city is very proud of the work that they're doing. And so they're reporting on it more frequently than they had been previously. Or they just have better social media managers now. I don't know. But a lot of narco busts this summer. A lot. I don't know if it's an actual uptick or, again, if it's just...
Well, what a lot of people don't realize, because we're kind of isolated in the Rhoda community, we're kind of isolated from the true statistics, but there's a lot of guns and drugs in coastal Spain, whether it's in the Rhoda area or keep moving all the way around to the Gold Coast. And, you know, when it would be very rare in Rhoda specifically to have a murder. But it's also kind of rare everywhere else. But then there was a spat of drug-related murders that took place in, what's the city next, the next city going northwest from Marbella? Malaga.
Malaga, yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't remember that one to save my life. If you find yourself touring in Spain.
I told you about the burned out car, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did I tell you the conclusion to that?
No.
So my friend's husband works at the prison.
They're trying to build a prison.
So I got all the tea. This poor guy came from Cadiz or from Jerez on a Tinder date. It was a setup, the whole thing. And 2 other guys, when he was dropping her off, then took him, made him go to the ATM, but he could only pull out so much money.
Right.
So then took him, and then they allegedly had him transfer the money from his account to their account.
And then
the end result was he was in the car after the fire had extinguished. So, and that was down the street from our house. That's like a 7 and 8 minute walk from my house, which is crazy because this is a neighborhood.
Another reason why I'm not on Tinder. I just found out about Bumble. I didn't know Bumble. One of the comics is talking about Bumble. Do you know Bumble?
Bumble? I don't.
Yeah, so Bumble apparently is you put your profile on there, but the men are not allowed to initiate communications. The women have to initiate the communication. It's just a different thing. When I first came back to the States, this is so silly. I'm not aware of how much American culture has changed. I'm not aware. I'm just not aware. And I am getting my oil changed, and I'm sitting there on my phone, and I am deleting emails just nonstop. I've got so many emails in the time it took me to get here and to get the car here, and I've got some time, so I'm just swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. Nonstop swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. And I look up, and this woman is looking at me with a very judgmental face because all she's seen me doing for the last 15 minutes is swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. And I was like, oh my God, she thinks I'm on a dating app. She thinks I'm swiping right on everything that shows up, and I'm just over here deleting emails. So because I'm constantly trying to guess what other people are thinking about me, I decide to, because with Gmail, you can swipe left or right and delete them all. So I just start swiping left and left and left and left. And now I'm thinking, oh, she thinks I'm rather pretentious.
You cannot win.
I was accepting everybody, and now nobody is good enough for me after I looked at her. Of course, I never have a conversation with her. I just let these thoughts marinate in my brain, and I let her think whatever she's going to think. I think it's better that way. Let people... Here's an interesting trend. I want to know if you've seen this yet. Put a laugh emoji on something and do nothing else, and then the person comes back at you. Did you mean to do a laugh emoji? Because I don't blah, 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 blah. Has that happened to you yet?
No, because I don't really do laugh emojis.
You're isolated.
No, I'm just boring. So I never dated on the dating apps as they currently exist. And the manager and I, we're in New York City, and we're talking with one of our friends, and she's explaining the apps to us because, again, not something we had ever used. And the manager's like, oh, can I see? And takes the phone and doesn't realize that the direction of the swipe is indicative of yes or no.
She's just looking at the next profile, right? She doesn't know.
So she's in there. She's like, oh, what about this one? What about this one? What about him? What about him? And then our friend is like, oh my God, stop. It was funny. I liked it. I was having a good old time.
I'm not built for apps. I'm old school, build up the courage, go and speak to the person. And I got some good lines. My wife doesn't think any of them will work. So we're on the cruise, and she's as morbid as she can be. She's like, when I die... My throat's really rough today, so even doing her voice is a challenge. When I die, I still want you to go on cruises and do it over our anniversary and remember me. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. You wouldn't find it weird sitting by yourself? I'm like, no, I wouldn't find it weird sitting by myself. I sit by myself all the time. I'm like, look, this dude's sitting by himself. That lady over there, she's sitting by herself. I mean, I wouldn't, if I was single, I wouldn't let her sit by herself. I would introduce myself and say she's too pretty to be eating alone. Do you mind if I join you? I would do things like that. Well, that didn't go over well.
I can't imagine that it would.
First of all, she said that line wouldn't work on her. I was like, that's because I haven't tried it yet. But if I wanted to, it would work. I know how to be suave. I can be smooth. I was once a person who did things. Now I'm just a nobody. I used to be somebody, and now I'm a nobody.
You're just happily married, okay?
I am. There's nothing I prefer more than being happily married. It's where I need to be. It's exactly where I need to be with the person I need to be with. And I hope everybody out there has found themselves in a similar situation. Things
and if
do.
They haven't, I hope they are en route to.
Things do change, though. I don't know if you know about the Your Mom's House podcast. and the breakup of comedians Christina P. and Tom Segura.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, well, they're a very funny couple, and they've been doing comedy a long time, and they've been married 20 years, and just out of nowhere, they're done.
Well, it wasn't out of nowhere for them.
Out of nowhere for us, the casual observers. I really respected them as a couple. They were very funny. They were funny together. They presented really, really well. I talked a little bit about Rose and Joe on our last cruise, the people that we had met, and they were known as the Bickertons, because Rose and Joe have a relationship much like me and my wife. We argue all the time.
It's really funny to watch. And if you've been away from it for a while and you forget, and then you get in the car with you two, you're like, do you feel safe? And then you're like, oh, wait, no.
This is just how we communicate. I'm not angry at her. She's not angry at me. But when we talk, it seems very confrontational. But it's not. It's just that it's the way. She's Jersey. I'm New York. It's the way we talk. And Rose and Joe celebrating their 35th anniversary. Their nickname was the Bickersons. I think it was the Bickersons, because they speak to each other the same way, and they have for 35 years. And they got nicknamed by their people the Bickersons. And then we thought that was funny. We adopted the Bickertons or something, some other wordplay on the same inside joke. It was very fun. I have reached out to DeJuan Dixon and asked him what is he doing right now to try to. So 2 weeks ago he was supposed to come on the show, but you were also supposed to come on the show 2 weeks ago, and that didn't happen. But two weeks ago he was supposed to come on the show, you were supposed to come on the show, and I was going to do an interview with him because he's got something coming up on August the 8th that I wanted to share with the listeners, but he couldn't make it that day. He didn't understand texting. He didn't understand how texting works.
Technology's hard.
I made the appointment, and then he's like, oh, later. I misunderstood. How do you misunderstand? Well, I made an appointment. This is the time. Here was the link. This is how you click in. So in the few minutes that we have remaining, should he respond, we may get him on to talk to him about the thing that he's got coming up. What he's got coming up is a sketch comedy show.
Oh.
And I want to know more about it. And we'll find out, hopefully. So let's move along.
Get your laugh on and save a life. The Harrisburg Comedy Zone, in partnership with the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, offer 2 free passes for every single pint of blood donated. Quick clarification, it must be your blood. 1 pint, 2 free passes. That's almost the junkie rate for a plasma donation. Did you know a single pint of blood can save as many as 3 lives? Did you know the Harrisburg Comedy Zone features amazing talent from all over the country every single weekend? Did you also know that blood expires and the Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank is in regular need of donations? For more information on how you could save a life and have a laugh, visit cpbb.org and harrisburgcomedyzone.com. That's one word, harrisburgcomedyzone.com.
One more thing before we move along. Last night I'm talking to Damian, or as I like to refer to him, White Damian. It's funny. At one point I was surrounded by Damians, and I'm talking to White Damian. Comes up to me and he's giving me commentary about the latest episode that he had listened to, and I appreciate commentary in person or on the fan page. Of course, I appreciate comments and commentary, and he said it to me, and I feel delinquent in the fact that they say things on their show that in the moment I want to respond to them, but I'm usually driving, and I don't. So I feel bad that I've done him a disservice by not letting him know, number one, I'm listening to your show. Number two, this was funny, that was funny, this wasn't funny, this is something I would say, something you could say, whatever, feedback. He gave me 2 this week. One, he agrees with my thought about the Harrisburg Comedy Zone stage, that it's a little too busy. He agrees with me. And 2, he can't wait to try Thumans. He cannot wait to buy Thumans. He was so excited about Thumans that I almost went and bought a pack yesterday to bring with me to the show last night so he could try them. But if I bought a pack for him, I'd have had to buy a pack for me. And I've been told we can't eat Thumans all the time. Man cannot live on Thumans alone.
With that attitude.
And since we're talking about food, It's time to talk about cooking.
And tonight proved one thing. You know, all.
She is a chef. I, but a rank amateur. She presents food. I eat the food. She's a chef. She's a foodie. I'm a fatty. This is the segment where we talk about food. Have you done anything interesting as of late?
I was trying some new recipes today.
Oh.
I don't know if you just saw me wipe my eye and immediately regret it because I cut some chilies earlier today. And even though I washed my hands 800 times, it was something on my hand is still a little spicy.
That's what gloves are for. No?
Whoa, no.
Our friend Brandon was stockpiling gloves. He's got so many gloves. He's got like tens of thousands of gloves. I can get some for you. I can ship you some gloves.
Yeah, no, one time I helped clean out storage for the hospital and they had a bunch of surgical gloves. So non-latex breathables. Got so many of those. I never use them.
I think there are certain times you should. And chilies.
I agree.
Chilies is one of those times when you're dealing with hot, peppery stuff. Because I love to touch my eyeballs. I
100%.
love touching my eyeballs, especially when they're covered in capsicum.
That is the preferred time. That's how you really know you're alive.
I am a big fan of the TV show Hot Ones. And they consistently remind people, carefully your eyes. And every once in a while, a celebrity on there will be on the eighth hottest chili chicken wing, and they'll touch their hands to their eyes, and they'll start crying. And
it's me. That would be me.
It's
good. Don't touch my eye.
It's good entertainment.
Eye juice.
What were you putting the chilies in?
Well, I was making the chilies. I was putting them in kind of like a Korean ground beef.
Oh.
But I made a few adjustments this time around. So we're going to see how that turns out. And then I also made a creamy Cajun pasta.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying to make it creamy, but dairy-free, because tummies, not mine, but other people in this house. And it came out way better this time. I took a little bit more time on the sauce, giving it a little more love and a little more patience. And it came out very creamy, and it was very delightful. And it also came out like bright orange, which is just fun.
Old Bay, I'm assuming?
Slap Your Mama.
A version of Old Bay, Slap Your Mama, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I think Cajun, that's what I think.
Which is funny because it's Maryland. Old Bay is Maryland.
Really?
Yeah.
When I think Cajun, I think of an Old Bay type flavor. How about that? Slap
Fair
your
enough.
mama.
That's fair. Yes. So I used, and I made it was really easy because it was just like I took a can of Rotel, the cream from coconut milk, Slap Your Mama, and then I had a packet of beef bouillon and some water, and I just cooked it, brought it to a boil, mixed it up, blended it with the immersion blender, and then I just let it simmer until it reduced a little bit, and it was creamy. It was so good.
I have a delivery that just showed up. I'm going to be modifying my setup here a little bit. I'm going to take the laptop down. I'm going to mount both of my monitors. I'm doing some things.
Yeah, stuff going on.
But also in this shipment are flavor packets that you put in water to make the water taste different.
Oh.
Specifically, pina colada flavor. My wife started drinking pina coladas again when we were on the ship, but she doesn't want to drink them because it's 300, 400 calories. But these are like 10 calories. And I got an ice machine, and I got a blender, and you're drinking a peach spritzer.
They have one that's pina colada, and I just finished one of them. If you find these at BJ's, pretty good. Not as good as Spin Drip, but pretty good.
So
the pina colada is really nice.
But those are bubblies, right?
They are bubbly ones.
Yeah, a pina colada is a bubbly. It's a crushed ice.
Yes, but
I'm going to flavor the water with pina colada flavor, and then do it in crushed ice. I'm gonna win on this. This is a win for me.
I'm saying you could put it in a bubbly water. It'd be pretty nice.
I'm gonna get some maraschinos. Throw them in there. A little side of pineapples. Put that on there. She's gonna be happy. And the fact that it's only 10 calories, she can't really complain.
Can't be mad about it.
Right? And we'll be in the hot tub sipping down piquina coladas. I don't know why I went with piquina.
You're just thinking about beachwear.
I was delivered about 5 pounds of potatoes.
That's almost enough potatoes.
The wife's co-worker is retiring, and as her going away gift, she brought in some vegetables from her garden, of which I got the potatoes. And she leaves. She's like, do something with the potatoes or I'm going to throw them away. Okay, I'll do something with the potatoes. But I didn't time this correctly. What I popularly do, because I'm addicted to milk. I love milk. But I really try to avoid it because I try to avoid it. But I go in there.
Not an infant.
I go in the refrigerator and there's some milk in there, and the date is a few days ago on it. So I do the old sniff test, and it's good, but it needs to get drank because we don't want to throw it away. It's milk. We don't throw away milk. So I drink it all.
That's what you do with milk. You throw it away.
A big old glass, just glug, 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 glug. And then I saw the potatoes like, shoot, I could have used the milk in the potatoes. Instead, I use the Instapot. Of course, I use the Instapot because there's no better way. Look, Instapot, again, you want to sponsor us? Call your boy. Let's do this because I love the Instapot.
Things that we talk about all the time.
You hand wash your potatoes because you never know when you might get some sleep psoriasis or leishmaniasis or whatever the things are that are on vegetables these days. Yeah, you rinse them off, you put them in the Instapot, and you steam them, and they're done. In just like 5 minutes, and then you take them out, and the skin literally just falls right off of them. It just falls right off. So I pile up the skins, then I take out the trebuchet, whatever the thing is at the bottom of the Instapot where you put the things on top of. It's not a trebuchet, that's a slingshot.
The little rack?
Yeah, the little rack with the handles on it.
Yeah.
Something that starts with a T. Anyway, I take that out. I put the potatoes back in the Instapot bucket. I add butter, and because I didn't have milk, I added sour cream.
Oh, and that's nice.
Yeah, and then I added garlic powder because I didn't have any fresh garlic around, so I did the garlic powder. And because I like pepper, I added pepper. And I went to work on it, and I mixed it all up, and it is delightful. It is so good. I eat a nice bowl of it, and then I store it, and I put it away. And then the next day I come down to have a little bit more of it, maybe a spoonful or two, because, she's not going to eat them. And I pop the top on that, and the aromatics that came off of those potatoes, delightful. Made my day.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
And that has been the segment where we talk about food. Let's move along. Hey, everybody, it's T-Bone. Did you know you can listen to The Lunsby Show on the iHeartRadio app? The team at iHeartRadio has created 2 new features on the app. You can now auto-download to your device and be notified whenever new episodes are released, all for free using the iHeartRadio app. And you can listen to The Lunsby Show from anywhere. iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
The book of everything. One of everything. One of everything. One of everything. The book of everything. One of everything. The book of everything.
I still love it. Hey, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I made that. I'm very proud of that. If you didn't know, there's no copyright. If you want to borrow it, you can. Just leave me a message saying I'm borrowing.
Don't borrow it and then copyright it.
Every week we go into the book of everything. We find a strange, unusual, or interesting fact, and we share it with you, the listener. The challenge is for you to use this fact somewhere within the week. Just try. Just give it a shot. This week's fact,
Give it a shot.
An interesting one. More than twice as many people are killed annually by vending machines than sharks. Twice as many people are killed by vending machines in a year than sharks.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? I know what they're doing. I've probably almost been killed many times over by a vending machine. Yes.
Are you shaking?
I paid $2 for a bag of Ruffles. I want my daggone Ruffles. And
like Ruffles.
And it unspins and then it sticks there against the glass, and that makes me angry. And I want my Ruffles.
I like Ruffles too.
So I shake the bejesus out of that machine because I got some gross tonnage working in my favor here. I'm I can do it. But a little person gets up there and they shake the machine and then it tips over on them. Well, they're screwed. Me, I got a fighting chance.
Though. Those machines are heavy.
Yeah, well, things are heavy, yes. And that has been our fact from the Book of Everything this week. Let's pop over to something else that was very poorly attended this week. Our question of the week. I'm going to send you her after the show.
How is that the song that the Europeans sing when they want an encore? What did they do before Seven Nation Army?
We Are the Champions? I don't know.
Every concert I've been to, whenever they want more of something, that's what they sing. They go, ba, 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 ba. I'm like, okay, but that's not that old. What were you doing prior to this?
Well, and in the NFL, the National Football League, especially the Buffalo Bills, they play the bejesus out of Seven Nation Army. And I just kind of associate it with them, and it's always in my head. So whenever I have a pause, a natural pause.
Is that your hold music?
It's yeah. Well, I mean, there's hold music and then there's hold music. I would love hold music to be entertaining. NMCI is a perfect example. You'll be on hold for hours with NMCI and Navy Federal. You'll be on hold for a very long time. And their hold music is just horrible. It's not entertaining. It's no fun. If you're going to make me sit here, don't punish me. We did not.
Everything is already bad. I have to call you.
Yeah. We did not get a lot of participation in this week's question of the week. And what will happen is I will let this episode air, and then Mike will come back and go like, oh, I tried to answer. What do you mean you tried to answer, Grandpa? You know how to use the internet. I know you. So
you invented the internet. Come on.
No, Mike, he does that. He gives me delayed answers, and the most recent delayed answer, I gotta talk to Shirley and get him checked out, make sure he's okay, because he said I tried to send you a picture of Emerald Isle, and I'm pretty sure he sent me a picture of Emerald Isle. Either way, some of my favorite people, some of our favorite listeners, who week after week has something nice to say about our episodes. So even though you didn't get your answer in time for us to talk about it, Mike, I'm still interested.
We still want to know.
Still interested in the question. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? Now, I'm going to go over the answers that we did get, some that are relevant, some that are not. While you think of your answer, if animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? The patriarch of the Taney family, George, he said Komodo dragon. I could see that. Komodo dragons, do you know they're not poisonous? But they will kill you because all of the gunk they got in their mouth, if they bite you, all of that gunk is a deadly infection of stuff. It's not poison. It's just yuck mouth.
You have cooties in your mouth.
You got a lot of cooties. There's not enough Listerine in the world to fix that problem. But I think they're cool. I love Komodo dragons. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, but all the documentaries I've seen over the years make them really impressive animals.
You're practically an expert. What are you talking about?
Jessica, she thought the animal she would choose was Heather, also known as TuBuar, because she's an animal, right? Trying to be funny.
I mean, humans are animals, and I'd have to agree. And the rudest.
And she didn't answer the question. She just tried to make a joke that fell flat on its face, Jessica. Damien, following with the new tradition of just trying to use an image, he has a great picture of a seagull stealing somebody's lunch. I thought that was a good answer. And then he responded to himself with, realize that this isn't a very good answer as they already rude without talking. He's not wrong.
No words needed. That is the epitome.
If humans feed the birds want the food. The other day, we had a couple of buns left over from our recent Thuman's experience. We had buns left over. I'll toast them up and put some butter on them and call it a breakfast. And I pull it out. Thank God the lights were on. And I saw what you don't want to see when you take out bread that's been around a little too long. Big old mold spot. Ah, shoot. But I hate wasting food. So I take it out on the back patio and I break it up into nice little pieces and I litter the entire yard with little pieces of bread for my bird friends. Because the bird song at my house as of late is amazing. It is just, I don't know if you're into listening to the birds, but
birds are nice.
Sometimes it can be very cathartic and very melodic. It's nice. So in the morning, early in the morning, the birds are just singing away, and it's like, yeah, this is cool, man. Let me reward the guys with this bread that I'm sure won't hurt them because they're birds. And I threw it out on the yard, and there were no birds.
Not good enough for me, but good enough for you. Good job, guys.
There's no birds around. And the whole time I'm getting ready, I'm doing, morning dishes and getting ready to go to work. And I keep checking the window and I keep seeing a yard full of bread. And I'm like, oh man, she's going to come home and she's going to be mad if there's bread all over the yard. But I came home for lunch. I come home for lunch some days because I live close to my job. And, I got medicine and shakes and stuff I need to do. So I do that. And luckily, when I came home, all of the bread was gone.
There we go.
Now, I've killed enough time to give you an opportunity to think about what your answer would be. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
It would definitely be Murder Dog. So bossy.
You're saying a beagle?
Nope. The little one.
A mutt?
Nope, just him particularly.
Oh, okay. Then you should have just attached a picture of him. My initial answer is going to change. My initial answer was penguins. I think penguins would be rude.
They're in their fancy dress.
Because they're always in their fancies, right? Did you not get the memo? This is a black tie event. Did you not get that memo? I just think they would be...
I think it's more like, I dressed up for you. I hope you like it.
I thought they would be rather pompous, but...
Have you seen them walk?
I saw a video recently of a dolphin who cannot speak but can laugh. Did you know dolphins can laugh?
Dude, dolphins are savages.
For a variety of reasons, and let's remember, this is not an adult show.
This is not that show. But dolphins are wild.
There is a dog minding his own business, a beautiful golden retriever standing on the pier, and a dolphin comes up and does a shamu thing to him. The dog was in the wet zone. He splashes the dog. The dog is just there minding his own business. The next thing you know, he looks 20 pounds lighter because all of his hair's flat from the water that he just got covered in by a dolphin. And then the dolphin makes a spin around and goes and laughs at the dog. You put vocal cords.
That's very on brand for a dolphin, though.
You put vocal cords in those guys, they're going to be the rudest. And I'm trying to remember the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the song that they sing when they leave. I can't pull it up fast enough for it to be relevant to this conversation.
Hello, welcome to the Lunsby store. I'm Caitlin.
Hey Caitlin, I'm Cooper. I'm looking for some cool stuff.
We have tons of things available, all of it cool. And we can personalize anything you want.
That's gotta be crazy expensive.
No, all of the personalization is done for no extra cost.
Cool, let's start shopping. Where's all the stuff?
On the internet, duh. Just search for the Lunsby swag store.
And don't forget to listen to the Lunsby show with T-Bone and Chick Brew.
Lunsby!
The Lunsby Show does not hire child voice actors, but we do use child volunteers. Volunteers are not compensated but are appreciated. The Lunsby Swag Store is a real store that makes real products for real customers at a very fair price.
Moving right along.
And now it is time for headlines from around the globe.
Every week, she pulls two headlines from the ether. Apparently, her and TuBuar are on the same Reddit. On the same Reddit thread. Now we're going to try to do this. Every week she goes out and she pulls two headlines from the ether. It is my job to mine that headline for some type of entertainment, information, or educational value. I try to make it funny. I often fail. Hey, you got a headline for me?
I do. Bear gets trapped inside SUV, honks horn all night long.
All night long. I wish bears weren't so daggone deadly.
They're so cute.
They are so cute. There's a reason why we have teddy bears, man. It's because bears are cute, okay? Now, that might be an oversimplification of what a bear looks like, but I see bears all the time in videos, in little shorts and in little things, and they're cool looking. Ain't bothering nobody. They're going back to pick up a cub, to drag a cub across the street because it's the dumb one. It's the fourth child. But then at the same time, I see bears that terrify me. A couple of hikers on a trail in California. La 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 la. Out of nowhere, this bear just. I'm not a fan of pooping myself. Not a huge fan of that. But I think there are times when it is completely understandable. And when you get charged by a bear, and a lot of these people are like, if a bear charges you, don't run away. That'll get its prey instinct to going. Well, what's its instinct if you just stand there and it eats you? What's that instinct? I don't know. Your lips are very shiny. Thank you.
I know, I needed some chapstick. I'm sunburnt. My lips are sunburnt. My head is sunburnt. I got a suntan of squares on my feet because my shoes have square holes in them.
But bears are also smart. And they can do things even though they don't have opposable thumbs. They know what they want. What they want is human food. They love processed food. They're big fans. And they will break into your cooler. Hey, boo-boo. They will break into your cooler. They will break into your house. I've seen that. People live up in the woods. They live in bear country, and they think they're protected. And then you see the in-home video where the door just gets smashed in. Yeah. And the bear, he doesn't care. He just goes over to the refrigerator and makes himself a sandwich.
Have you seen that video? Oh, there's two that are really some of my favorite bear videos right now. The one where the girl is like, "Oh my God, it's a bear," and then she's like, "Oh my God, it's the police!" The bear looks behind and then starts running towards. She's like, "Ah!"
But that one
is so funny. And there's another one where this guy is riding his bike on the trails in nature. Stupid nature. It's his first mistake. And his dog is running along with him. They're having a good time. And then he thinks it's his dog. It's not his dog. It's a bear chasing his dog. And he is losing his mind.
I remember a bear coming after a skier going down a mountain.
Oh, I've seen that one too.
Yeah, that unlocks a new fear because you don't expect that to happen. But
nope.
If a bear has to exercise that much to get to you, you're not getting away. You're not reasoning with him at the end like, oh, who's a good boy? No, he's going to eat you because he exerted a lot of energy. He's going to have to replace those calories. This particular bear...
He's putting in the work.
Yeah. This particular bear that's beeping the horn all night, I just want you to see the level of happiness in this bear's face, okay? He gets into the vehicle, and then he sits upright, and he's seen humans drive before, and he's got the steering wheel, and he's playing with the steering wheel like, look, I'm a human. Ha, 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 ha. He's having a good time. And then he finds the horn button. And he's elated. Like, look what I can do. Beep, 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 beep. He's having a blast. And no one tried to bear spray him. No one tried to get him out of the car. They just let him do you, boo.
I mean, what do you do, really?
I would reason with him. Talk to him, send in a negotiator, something like, okay, you've had your fun, but now it's quiet hours. Come back tomorrow and you can pretend to be human again.
I can open my trunk and I can pop my doors open from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I also can watch the camera inside my car from anywhere. And if you think that I would be popping those doors open and hoping that they lean on it enough to open it all the way.
Doesn't Tesla have celebration mode? Don't you have that?
Oh, it has all kinds of things. So you mean where you put in the party and it starts playing all the music and stuff?
No, I saw celebration mode somewhere on one of the vehicles where it's...
the lights start going up.
The lights go and the doors go and the music's on full blast and it's... da 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 da.
You could actually build it to any song.
Oh, well, that's the...
So you're everything?
Everything.
Everything. And the windows are going up and the headlights...
Do this for me. Make that car provide some type of entertainment value. Hey, do you have another headline for me?
I do.
I like that.
Spain's Fabian Ruiz-Gavi awarded weight in tomatoes for World Cup win.
Well, I mean, first of all, he only weighs about 52 kilos. So that's not really, unless it's like his weight in tomatoes for the rest of his life. That would be cool. What a weird way to celebrate a victory by giving someone some tomatoes.
I made this for you.
our friend Brandon, who's also an avid gardener, is going to have an overwhelming amount of potatoes from this most recent tomatoes from this most recent yield. Now, he's thinking of jarring it and making sauces and doing the things that you can do with tomatoes. But what he hasn't considered is a tomato fight.
Oh, that's what you do.
So
for sure.
This is a Spain tradition, an annual tradition, and I don't remember the town that it takes place in. But basically, they truck in thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of tomatoes, and the streets run red. They drop off the tomatoes in these areas, and you pick up a tomato and you chuck it at the nearest human being, whether you like them or not. It could be a good tomato, it could be a bad tomato. And when I say chuck it, I'm talking professional baseball pitcher speeds. They're not tossing them. I saw a grandma got hit with, it looked like her head exploded. Well, number one, because it's a tomato. And number two, because old boy got some serious velocity on it. And she being an old abuela, had no idea it was coming and caught her right in the forehead. And it looked like she took a round straight to the forehead. It just an explosion, a pink mist, I think the boys call it. Have you ever made it to the Tomato Festival?
Nope.
And you're not going to?
I think it's in Valencia. And
it is. Valencia. That's a long drive.
They're really cracking down on because so many people were coming, they're cracking down on how many people they'll allow into the festival area. Valencians first.
Always ruining it. They're always ruining it.
The internet, man. But there is the wine throwing festival in the north of Spain that I don't think too many people have got a hold of yet. So I might try to get up there for that one.
I feel like
is really close to the 4th of July.
I feel like that would hurt.
Nope, it's just the liquid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, why not? I love weird food festival celebration things like that. The human teepees. I never got a chance to go see those. You know, where they all stand on top of each other and try to get as tall as possible. It's a big deal up in northern Spain. You've never seen this?
No, but now I have to.
Yes. They just they form these teams, and the job of the team is to make the tallest spiral, something S word of tall thing that looks like a cone in the sky, and it's pretty interesting to watch.
Alienate. That's the word I was looking for at the beginning of the show.
I knew you'd come up with it, and that's going to be what gets it.
We don't talk about those things because we don't want to alienate anybody.
We don't want to alienate you. If you are listening to us, we want you to listen to us every week. We want you to be involved. We want you to have fun. We want to get a laugh or two out of you. We want to teach you some things, and that's all we do, and that's what we do every week, and that is going to conclude this week's episode. Chick Brew, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
Thank you for listening to T-Bone and Chick Brew. If you enjoyed that show, you should check out the DeJuan McClain Show, independent media that won't reinforce tribalism. We have one planet and nobody's leaving, so let's reason together. You can find the DeJuan McClain Show at the same place you actually listen to this show. Give it a shot.
I'm gonna rest my throat now.